Good morning, everyone. And I have some great friends with me today for the last newsletter of the year. We have Cameron from 5th grade and, of course, Samuel from 5th grade. And Mrs. Smith happens to be here with us with her students from the same classroom, so it's fantastic. The one thing I wanted to end this year with is this. We want to make every single moment count for every single student. They deserve it. The whole school community deserves it. What I've been trying to do is point out students and staff members, and hopefully parents as well, how well they're using their time over here every day. They're focusing on things and doing whatever they can to make the most out of the moment, like I said before. So these two have great examples of that. So of course does Mrs. Smith and the rest of our school staff here. And I'm sure you'll have examples at home to share with your family and students after we get done with this video. But let's start with you, Cameron. What can you do to make the best of the end of the school year? What do you think is a good example?
You can say thank you and goodbye to your teachers to really show that you appreciate everyone who helped you here.
So what could you, just a little bit more on that, if we could add on to that, how would you exactly say thank you? Or how would you actually show gratitude?
Maybe you could hug them or just maybe spend a bit of time with them.
Okay, great. But we're still you would maybe do that ongoing, because we're still having all this time left, right? Okay, great. Samuel, what about you? How do you see yourself using the best of your time?
Trying your best for the last few days and not letting yourself down, because you're trying to make the best out of your last days, especially for the 5th graders since it's their last year here.
Wow, because these are precious moments is what you're really saying in your own words. Am I saying that right? That you're gonna remember for years to come. So you're gonna use it to your best advantage. That's what I'm hearing. What do you think, Mrs. Smith, about learning especially?
Well, specifically at Finley, I feel like we bring the joy to learning all year. But towards the end of the year, we try to make learning even more fun for the students. And so I think we have a lot to learn, specifically in 5th grade. We still have a whole nother math unit to do. And we have a lot of reading and science projects coming up. So I want my students to find what they love the best, which is working together. So we're still gonna have to work together as teams and have good attitudes. We're gonna have to persevere. We have a lot of upcoming events coming as well to look forward to. So like Samuel and both Cameron said, we're gonna show gratitude towards each other and our classmates, not just the teachers and staff in the building, but to each other by encouraging each other to show our best. And we've talked about this is like a marathon. We're coming towards the end here, but we can't just stop before the finish line. We need to get over the finish line and make it the best time possible. So we're gonna be doing that down in 5th grade. And I know I've talked to other teachers, that's what we're gonna do across the whole building.
Wow, you have such a great mindset and an excellent way to explain that to everybody out there, our audience. I just love how you did that. That was so beautiful. So again, there's one example that prompted me when you were talking, and that was we can learn outside of school too. Like the Y campus coming up, kind of those outside events you were referring to. There's a learning experience with each other in the outdoors, learning about science, and at the same time learning about people in different ways as a team, as you put it. So that's going to be very exciting. So at home, you might want to think of things that people can learn at your house on an ongoing basis. School's not the only place you can learn, is my point. So I'm excited for you to think about this at your house and really discuss that with your family members. We really appreciate it. Hope you had a fantastic year with us as we end it, but not quite yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet. And we'll get to that soon next year as we work through all this. But thanks so much. Have a good rest of your year.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.